Welcome and thanks for joining us on today's Around the World Armchair Adventures, where we bring to you a series of travel information sessions. Sit back and enjoy for the next 30 minutes or so discovering the world of Wendy Wu Tours. Hi, I'm Angelina and I'm from Wendy Wu Tours. I'm here today to talk to you about Asia and beyond, and particularly inspiring you to travel with us on one of our many tours. We have been operating now in Australia for over 25 years, and we specialise in escorted group tours, private tours, and tailor-made travel, and also short stays and stopovers throughout Asia and South and Central America. At Wendy Wu Tours, we are all avid adventurers, constantly seeking out the best ways for you to experience Asia. That's why we are Asia's experts and also Australia's leading Asia tour operator. I have lots to share with you today with exciting tours and destinations, and we are featuring today all about Japan. Now, people often ask me, is Wendy real? And yes, Wendy is real. The owner and founder of our company, Wendy was born in Tibet and she later moved to Shanghai with her parents. After finishing her university degree, she embarked on a trip to Australia, where she invited a friend to come back to China to see her beautiful homeland. Unfortunately, that friend couldn't travel at the time, so she decided to put an ad in a local paper, and through that response, that one single ad created Wendy Wu Tours as we know it today. So Wendy Wu has never looked back. Now with our Sydney office operating for over 25 years, from these humble beginnings to a global company with offices in the UK, China, and also New Zealand. Now, our philosophy at Wendy Wu Tours is to provide popular and comfortable tour packages with exceptional value throughout Asia and beyond. We offer the best value and best range of inclusions. Now, Wendy Wu Tours, we want to astound you with the most impressive sights, the natural wonders, and for you to experience local cultural traditions. And this is all led by our expert guides. Now, they will provide you with opportunities to see firsthand how the locals live through their expertise and knowledge. And we want you to be inspired and to also travel throughout all of the countries that we are so passionate about. So the Wendy Wu Tours difference, why travel with Wu? We offer unrivaled expertise. So we are proud to be recognised as Australia's leading Asia specialists. We've been building this reputation since 1994, and our staff have travelled extensively throughout the regions and can offer you expert advice. We offer exceptional value. So we aim to include as much as possible on our group touring itineraries, and that is so you can rest assured you are knowing what you're paying for up front. That includes your international flights, your accommodation, all or most meals, touring, sightseeing and entrance fees, and also our expert guides and visa fees are also included in our escorted group touring packages. We have a comprehensive range of tours to offer you with over 100 itineraries to choose from. And whether you're looking for our classic escorted group tours right through to a luxury tour, or perhaps you're looking for more off the beaten track tours on our Go Beyond range, or if you're an independent traveller and you're looking for more bespoke tailor-made options, we have certainly a tour package to suit you. We offer extraordinary experiences where we've been blazing trails throughout Asia now, and we have expertise in all these regions where we can also find you the less visited places, and we offer you the authenticity of the region, including hand-picked cultural experiences that will make your holiday truly special. Our highly experienced guides will look after you from start to finish through their local expertise, dedication and passion. Our guides, known as your national escorts, will take care of everything for you. They have a minimum of 5 years experience. They have a local English speaking, and also they will make your holiday hassle-free and seamless, particularly traveling through Asia where language can be a barrier. They make it completely hassle-free for you. Now, we also have meals provided on our tours, so local flavors are very important. We offer you a genuine taste of the regions that you'll visit, introducing you to the local specialities and the delicacies at meal times. And of course, if you have any special dietary requirements, we can cater for those on request as well. well. If you're looking for a private group specialized bespoke itinerary, our special groups team can specifically help you with these, with exciting itineraries to suit any bespoke holiday request. Now you can rest safe and secure in the knowledge that Wendy Woo Tours is fully ATAS accredited members, and we have a wide range of ground partners in each destination, and we will look after you from the start to finish of your tour, offering you peace of mind, hassle-free, seamless end-to-end travel when you travel with Wendy Woo Tours. Now with Wendy Woo Tours, choose the tour that's right for you. Of course, we offer a comprehensive range of touring itineraries, right through from 9 days through to 28 days. We have a variety of different tour styles with great value inclusions. These are our Escorter Group tour styles, and all include return international economy flights with leading airline carriers. All accommodation ranging from 3-star right through to 5-star properties. All almost meals, and of course sightseeing, entrance fees with our expert guides and transportation included. And for all countries requiring a visa, we also provide these as part of your tour package inclusions. Our groups are no bigger than 28 guests, and if you're looking for our most popular range of touring, particularly in Japan, our classic tours are most popular, ranging from anywhere from 9 days right through to 20-day itineraries. If you're looking to go beyond, we offer our Go Beyond tours, which are more immersive itineraries with smaller groups of under 24 guests and most meals. If you're more of an active traveller or prefer flexible itineraries, we also offer these throughout Asia. And for solo travellers, we have solo tours, 6 dedicated tours throughout Asia where you can travel with like-minded solo travellers and also have your own room with no single supplement applies on these tours. Now we do offer exclusive collection range of tours. These are our only range of tours that offer 5-star accommodation, and these also have deluxe amenities included on these touring ranges. So these are our Escorter Group tours on offer. However, if you're more of an independent traveller, we can certainly arrange a bespoke private tour or tailor-made travel option exclusively for you. Here we have our Asia Destination Collection. These are our current brochures with itineraries up to 2021. Now here we have over 100 different itineraries to choose from, and each brochure, particularly China, offers an extensive range of tours which include Tibet, Central Asia, Mongolia and new tours to Eurasia. Our India brochure offers itineraries into Sri Lanka, Nepal and Bhutan. We cover comprehensively Southeast Asia in our Vietnam brochure, and of course today we are featuring Japan as our armchair adventure destination. Now to download a copy of these brochures, jump onto our website wendywootours.com.au or speak to your local travel agent. Now let's go and explore more of Japan next. Japan is a beautiful country in any season. Japan is also known as the land of the rising sun. There is so much to see and do, from ancient to the modern wonders. We cover it all. We have 12 group tours featured in our current brochure, and we offer our first ever Escorter Group tour to South Korea and Taiwan. Now, Japan is steeped in tradition and ancient customs and cultures, so it is well worth visiting, and it is very rewarding travelling and sightseeing with us on our Escorter Group tours and or tailor-made travel options. Now here we will see the reasons and why you should travel to Japan with us. Japan is made up of over 6,000 different islands. Now these are located in the Pacific Ocean, but only 430 of these islands are actually inhabited, with the majority of the population living on the 4 main islands being Honshu, Hokkaido, Shikoku and Kyushu. So traveling to Japan is your chance to see the amazing country steeped in tradition and ancient culture, with its deeply proud and very generous people. Now, it's also a country where you can visit any season. Now, the capital of Tokyo is the largest city, the ultimate 24-hour city, with the Greater Tokyo Kanto region with approximately 37 million population. It's the biggest, located on the main island of Honshu, followed by the Yokohama and Osaka as in the top 3 densely populated areas. Now, also, Japan is the safest country to travel in, one of the safest. It's very clean as well, so you can rest assured that it is a safe country to travel in. And also, it's close to Australia, so flying time is only 10 hours. So whether you're flying with Qantas Airlines, Cathay Pacific, or Singapore Airlines, one of our 3 preferred airlines, it's also time-wise only an hour difference between here and Japan, which is great. No visas required for Australian passport holders, so easy travel. And of course, when you're traveling to Japan, we travel through the all the areas as I've mentioned, but we also now have tours into South Korea and tours into Taiwan. So when's the best time to see Japan? Well, any time is a great time to visit Japan. So if you're looking to travel in the spring to see the beautiful cherry blossoms, that can be anywhere from March to May. Now, the cherry blossoms particularly are only out for about 10 to 14 days, and they do vary from region to region. Now, they are mostly out from mid to late March through to mid to late April. So always check in our brochures where you see the little flower symbol next to the travel date. That is the best times to go and see the cherry blossoms during the springtime. And of course, it is the most popular season for everybody, every tourist traveling throughout Japan. Now, if you'd like to go in the warmer months, summer then is from June to August. We don't actually operate too many tours during this time. It is very hot and muggy and humid. However, there is nothing stopping you from arranging our tailor-made options, and you can see the beautiful summer seasons as well as the amazing colours, because it is still a lovely season to travel through. The highest rainfall in Japan is typically in August and early September. Now, in autumn, from September to November, you will get to see the stunning autumn leaves. So the beautiful colours of autumn are just as stunning as the cherry blossom season. So this is a great time. So autumn season, particularly the autumn festival, is in November. It gets definitely a bit chillier now as we head more into the winter, which starts in December and runs through to February. In the winter in Japan, you can see the snow monkeys at play. You can also experience the ice festivals. And for those that are avid skiers, that is a great time to get the best of the snow in February particularly. So traveling through Japan, you can travel any time of year. It is a beautiful country to see. Japan is loaded with the best cuisine. If you love your Japanese cuisine, and also there's international flavors as well throughout Japan, it's another great reason to visit. You can sample all the regional specialities in many of the restaurants, and also on our tours where meals are provided, we give you that sample of popular dishes as well. So, of course, you can sample fresh noodles, the soba noodles, the ramen, the udon noodles as well. There's the sushi, of course. Plus, you've got miso soup, matcha tea and lattes are really popular as well. And also the drinks. So you can have the sakura tea, which is a beautiful sweet plum tea. Of course, have a nice little tipple on the sake. And there's also hot and cold drinks and food vending machines everywhere throughout Japan, which is quite fun and a bit quirky, which is well known in throughout Japan, the vending machines through there. So lots of fish, rice, pork, seafood and pickled vegetables. There is a certain art to everything that you get served when you're eating throughout Japan, including the delicious desserts. Now, traditional Japanese sweets are also known as wagashi. Now, these traditional desserts are made up of red bean paste, and also mochi is used, which are just little soft pillows of clouds that you are just divine, and one of my favorites. So many modern day sweets and desserts throughout Japan also include green tea ice cream is really popular, plus other flavors of ice cream. So, and also bubble tea tea is really popular as well throughout Japan. So Japanese food offers delicious, fresh and diverse cuisine, whether it be from savory right through to sweets. It is definitely a real treat to enjoy the sweets and savory foods throughout. Let's have a look at our most popular tours through Japan. We offer 10 escorted group tour itineraries through Japan and also tailor-made options. However, these are our most popular tours. Now, if you're looking for a little short taste test, a week in Japan 9-day classic tour is for you. We start in Tokyo, travel and see Mount Fuji, including the ancient capital of Nara, on to Kyoto and finishing the tour in Osaka. Now, if you're looking for a 12-day tour that takes in the best of Tokyo and including Osaka, but also sees Hiroshima and Miyajima Island, then this tour is for you, and it does offer more opportunity to travel via Shinkansen bullet train. If you prefer a bit longer, our 14-day Discover Japan tour is perfect for those wanting to see the Japanese Alps, as we call it, in Takayama and Kanazawa. And this offers more coach travel on our air-conditioned coach buses, and this travels also to the spiritual city of Koyasan. Now, these are our popular tours, and let's explore more of our most popular tour and take you on a journey. So here we have our most popular tour for 2020 and 2021. So Japan Uncovered is a classic tour with only a physical rating of 1. So it is easy, walkable, and definitely for the majority of all people that with a standard level of fitness. So our classic tour is a fully inclusive tour. So remember, you can rest assured that they're small groups of no more than 28 guests, and they also include your international flights and comprehensive sightseeing and touring, plus all meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner. So here on our 18-day tour, it is our longest tour that covers the best of what you will be seeing throughout Japan. So you'll see the exciting sights of Tokyo. You'll also travel to Mount Fuji, which will be a highlight. You'll also then see Kyoto and the monuments in Kyoto, of course. See the cheeky snow monkeys, as well as exploring more of the regional areas in Takayama and Kanazawa. So basically, we've put our two favorite tours of Jewels of Japan and together with the best of Discover Japan together to create Japan Uncovered. So here, let's go and explore more of sightseeing throughout this tour, and you can get to explore each day with me now. So we start our tour in Osaka. Now, Osaka is Japan's third largest city, and what Osaka lacks in sightseeing location, it really makes up for its flamboyance with its fun-loving people and amazing food. Now, Japan is known as the foodie capital of Japan, so it offers great food and also has some fabulous restaurants and nightlife as well. Now, it's also home to the Osaka Castle, which you see here in the photo. Right in just outside the city centre, you'll see the Osaka Castle. It's one of the most famous castles of many, and also famous landmark with its sweeping views of the city from its hilltop perch. Now, this also played a major role in the unification of Japan in the 16th century. So we enjoy walking through the Osaka Park here, where you can see the plum and cherry blossoms in springtime, which are particularly beautiful. Now, this castle was constructed in the 15th century and is one of the highlights when you're traveling through Osaka. So our next stop is Nara, and this is the former capital of Japan. Now, this small town is easy to walk around. It has Nara Park, which is also home to the Todaiji Temple. Now, this temple is a Buddhist temple and homed in the main hall to the giant bronze Buddha, which is the largest in Japan. So here along the way, you'll also meet the resident Seeker deer, which are known to be blessings of the Shinto gods. Now, Japan's former imperial capital Nara is approximately only about an hour journey out of Osaka. So the Todaiji Temple is the largest wooden structure and, as I said, home to the largest Buddha in Japan. There's also beautiful gardens here and ponds here that you can see. So we spend half a day here wandering around this beautiful area and seeing the UNESCO heritage sites. And it is a lovely city to just wander through and explore the beautiful temple and also the cute flora and fauna of the area. Now, just outside on the way from Osaka and en route to Hiroshima is one of Japan's national treasures. So the Himeji Castle is where we stop and explore this beautiful 17th century castle. And it was the first World Cultural Heritage Site in the world. So it's known for its pure white walls, and it's also known as the White Heron Castle because it resembles the heron as it spreads its wings in flight. So as you can see, we also see the beautiful gardens here, and that's another thing that Japan is known for, is its castles and stunning gardens. Now, the castles in Japan, there's approximately 50 castles that are either in ruins or now renovated. 12 remain in their original condition and are still standing. And all the gardens are meticulously manicured and absolutely beautiful to wander through as you're sightseeing as well. After we visit the castle, we stop in Hiroshima. Now, this city has become a very vibrant and forward-thinking city, rebuilding itself after the tragedy of the World War II atomic bomb attack. Now, we reflect on the city's tragic past at the beautiful Peace Memorial Park and the museum, where we pay homage to the victims of the atomic bomb at the World UNESCO Cultural Heritage Site, which represents a symbol of peace. Now here you can take your time and have some time at leisure to see the site and also the museum, and later we then board a ferry to travel across to the holy island of Miyajima. So Miyajima is a very famous tourist spot not far from Hiroshima. It's only a short ferry ride, and here you'll get to visit the Itsukushima Shrine. And this is Japan's most recognizable. It's rising majestically out of the waters of the Seto Inland Sea, giving it the appearance like it's floating on water. So in low tide, you can actually walk under the gate as well. A great way to get around Japan is on the Shinkansen bullet train, so also known high-speed rail. So they have had high-speed rail since the early 1960s. Now we travel on this tour from Hiroshima to Kyoto. It's about a 2-hour journey, and it's really a must-do, particularly when you're in Japan. It's a great experience, and this is, the most high-speed rail. It's efficient, it's clean, it's comfortable. They're always on time, and they average approximately 320 kilometers per hour. So they have a huge network of rail systems throughout Japan, and it's renowned in the world for one of the best and leading transportation systems. So we have a luggage service. So while you're on our tours, our groups can't take their big suitcases with them on board, as there's not enough space. There is overhead space for an overnight bag, of course, above the seats. However, we do have a luggage service where the large suitcases of our guests are transferred via hotel delivery road service. So they will meet you the next day at your hotel. So clean, efficient, and on-time travel. You can rest, see the beautiful sights as you're traveling on the train, and then get to your next destination. This is definitely one of my favorite ways to travel throughout Japan. Arrive at the former capital of Japan, Kyoto, which was a capital for 1,000 years. This beautiful, enchanting, traditional city is home to no less than 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It's a haven for culture vultures and also history enthusiasts. The architecture in Kyoto is influenced by their counterparts in the Tang and Song dynasties from China. And there's a multitude of ancient traditional architecture represented in the 1,000 Buddhist temples and shrines and palaces all over this city. So here we visit the stunning Golden Pavilion, the Kinkajou Temple, which is one of my favorites as well in the area, and we also is home to the Gion district and home to the geisha. So Kyoto is also home to the stunning silk-clad geishas. So not only Kyoto is home to restored Japanese wooden townhouses, tea houses, and of course here you can try your hand at the ancient art craft of origami, as well as enjoy the traditional rituals of a tea ceremony in a tea house. The geisha, which literally means performing artist, is more known as we know it today, a woman who entertains through traditional dance, music and sings. And they are distinctively dressed in a silk kimono and wear traditional white makeup. Now, they date back to the 18th century. There was approximately about 80,000 geishas in the 1920s, but much lower numbers are recorded now, with estimates at under 10,000 geishas throughout Japan. So this is a highlight to see the traditional geisha in their traditional home in Kyoto. Now, a popular sight to see in Kyoto is, of course, the Fushimi Inari Shrine, with around 10,000 vermilion-coloured torii gates meandering up the mountain trail that lead to the top of Mount Inariyama. This is just one of the few UNESCO sites to explore in Kyoto. Now, in Japan, you will see many Buddhist temples and Shinto shrines. There are approximately 150,000 located all over Japan. Now, the differences between a Shinto shrine, these have largely mostly red and orange coloured torii gates, which are also known as sacred gates to enter. The followers practice the religion of Shinto, which is a religion native to Japan, whereas temples serve the Buddhism religion, which originated from India and China. And these house incense burners and Buddhist statues, and often large statues of Buddha as well. This is a difference between the two temples, the Buddhist temple and the Shinto shrine, which is very interesting as you see many along your travels in Japan. So from Kyoto, we travel up to Kanazawa. So this is up in the higher area of the northern regions of Honshu, and it's also known as the Japanese Alps, so more mountainous terrain as you're traveling through this area. So from Kanazawa, we see the Kenroku-en Gardens. So you can meander through these beautiful gardens, which is known for its stunning waterways, and it's also one of the 3 great gardens of Japan. So here you can also visit the Kanazawa 21st Century Museum of Contemporary Art. It has an excellent art collection and is very famous for its pottery and its traditional handicrafts, including silk printing and also gold leaf design as well. So from Kanazawa, we travel up to Gokayama. So we stop here and we stop at the washi paper workshop. So you can try your hand at making traditional Japanese washi paper, which is that really fine paper with the beautiful water painted images on there that you'll see on Japanese fans and also the Japanese paper parasols. So you can try your hand at making that yourself before we then continue into the stunning cultural heritage listed town of Shirokugo. Now here you will see these ancient Gasso style houses which are over 300 years old. Now these have been built to for the weather conditions, because obviously there's lots of snow here. It's particularly beautiful in the winter time, and the houses are made to protect for warmth and for isolation during these cold months. So you'll see this in that area, as well as then traveling into Takayama, which is nearby. You'll see the traditional villages through here and the old Edo style houses through there, and the small streets as you meander through these areas, which are most known for the old style Japanese architecture of the day. So you'll also see the museums here, the Festival Floats Museum, as well as the Folk Crafts Museum, and you'll wander down these beautiful streets that look really familiar, that you see on a lot of photos from more of the traditional era of Japan. So next on our tour, we travel to the small town of Matsumoto. Now, this is home to the Matsumoto Castle, which is one of the oldest in Japan. It's also known locally as the Black Crow Castle due to its black painted exterior. Now here you can explore and admire this formidable 16th century castle, and we also visit Miso House, where you'll learn about the famous Japanese seasoning. We also spend some time at a wasabi farm later in the day, where you can explore and learn more about its cultivation and uses throughout Japanese cuisine. So we next stop in Yudanaka, where we visit the Japanese macaques, which are also known as snow monkeys. Here we go to the monkey park, where these creatures sit and bathe and play all day long in the natural hot springs. Now, they're there all year round. They are predominantly more active during the winter season, where they keep in the warm water during the colder months. So these snow monkeys are part of the attraction as you're traveling through the Nagano prefecture into Yudanaka. And we also see here the Zenkaji temple, which is Japan's most prolific Buddhist temple, which is also a highlight traveling through this region. Next, the most iconic stop on this tour is Mount Fuji. So Mount Fuji is the highest of Japan's mountains at 3,776 meters. It is the iconic symbol of the country, and it's notoriously shy and often enveloped in clouds. Now we get a closer look at this as we travel up to the Fuji's 5th station, and we see the spectacular mountain vista. Hopefully, if weather permits, you'll get a great photo here. And then the next day we get to see more of Mount Fuji, where we travel to Hakone. So from here we cruise along the beautiful river, Lake Ashi. And we also get on board the Hakone, the ropeway, which is a cable car essentially. So from here you can see the spectacular views of Mount Fuji, but also high above the steaming volcanic national park area of Owakudani, which is the valley here, which you can really see from high above from the ropeway. So in Mount Fuji is also home to museums as well, and stunning, particularly in cherry blossom season, and also the summertime, which is a great time to travel to Mount Fuji as well. Our last stop on this tour is the capital of Japan, Tokyo. It is one of the largest cities in Asia, and Tokyo does not disappoint. It has everything you can ask for in a city. It is a city of contrast, from the high-tech buildings right through to the old temples. It has world-class modern architecture and some of the best shopping in the world. It is home to the country's pop culture, and also many new trends come from here. It is also rich in its food culture, cosmopolitan dining, more cafes and bars that you can poke a stick at. It also is famous for its animal cafes, including the cat and the owl cafes, to name a couple. And it is also home to the current Japanese imperial family that reside in the Imperial Palace located in the city centre. Now, the only section open for the public is the East Gardens, which we do visit on this tour, and they're absolutely beautiful. Now, also Tokyo City, you can get the best vantage point from the Tokyo Sky Tree. So this bright red structure, I should say, is the highest structure in Japan at 634 meters high. We travel up to the middle there in the viewing platform. You will get great photos photos of the city skyline from here, maybe even get a glimpse at the shy Mount Fuji in the background. But also you'll see that Tokyo is made up of many different districts or wards, 6 districts actually, that offer different iconic sites, monuments, and also temples and shrines throughout that we visit during our stay in Tokyo. Another ward of Tokyo is the famous district of Shibuya. So here you will see the world's busiest pedestrian crossing, and this is where literally thousands of people will cross in all different directions every 2-minute light change. So this is one of the highlights, traveling through one of the regions of Tokyo. And we also see next the famous Sensoji Temple. So here in the district of Asakusa is the most famous Sensoji Temple. So this is Japan's oldest Buddhist temple. So you get to explore through here and enjoy seeing the temple and also the other sites of this district. Now, this is our final evening from this tour in Tokyo. And tonight we board a traditional Yakatabune boat, which is a traditional dinner cruise boat that cruises on the river here. You can get to see the beautiful city lights along the river and also enjoy a delicious dinner served on board. So here, folks, we end our Japan Uncovered tour. We start from finish. It's 18 days. You've seen all the must-see sites. You've had amazing local cultural experiences on this tour, from the modern wonders to the ancient wonders, Shinto shrines, right through to temples. You name it, we've got it all, including the delicious cuisine. So let me now show you our new tours that we're featuring in our latest range of tours to Japan and beyond. So we travel further beyond Japan into the northern and southern regions. We have 5 new tours and covering new cities and new sites in the southern and northern regions of Japan. And including, I'll introduce to you our first ever escorted group tour into South Korea and also into Taiwan. On our new Japan and the Scenic South tour, this is a 14-day fully inclusive classic tour that takes in the best of the southern regions of Japan, including Mount Aso, which is a volcano and the largest volcano, spanning over 100 kilometers in its circumference. So here you'll get to explore the volcano on Kyushu Island, plus see the stunning hot springs of Beppu. So here, this beautiful city of Beppu is also a spa resort town, which boasts the largest amount of hot springs in Japan and is home to over 2,000 onsens. Here we stay in a hotel and you will get to experience the traditional onsen while staying here on this tour. Our next new tour, Ancient Empires of China and Japan, is perfect for those wanting a combination tour, where we see the best of China, exploring Beijing, Xi'an, and the stunning Li River in Guilin. We also then finish in Shanghai before we start our Japan portion of this tour. This is a 20-day classic tour that takes in the best of both China and Japan. Journey Through Japan is a fully inclusive 15-day classic tour that takes in the best of the north, traveling from Sapporo right down through to the south in Osaka. Here in Hakodate, you can visit Hell Valley, another volcanic area and region, which is a highlight featured on this tour, as well as many other popular city sites in Japan. Last but not least in our new tour range is our new fully escorted classic tours of South Korea and also Taiwan. These countries are both stunning in their own right, offering many sights to see as well as the natural beauty of each country. Find out more information on these itineraries on our website and also in our Japan brochure. Thank you for attending today's Around the World Armchair Adventures. From Wendy and all the team, we hope that this has inspired you. And whilst we may not be able to travel today, next week, or even next month, when the time is right, we will be here. In the meantime, please join us again next week for the next Armchair Adventures, where we hope you enjoy the incredible places that are waiting to be discovered and explored with Wendy Woo Tours. Have a great day and see you next time.